Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to Sum It Up. Hope you watched the previous video that will help you, definitely will help you to solve everything today. Now, over here, page 454, we have a conversation between Rebecca and Abdullah. They are talking about the cell phone and how heat moves from something to the cell phone. We don't know yet. Now, let's read the conversation and try to figure it out, okay? First, Rebecca, oh, how did my cell phone get so hot? Well, there are ways that heat could have moved into your phone. How many ways that we have for the heat to move? Heat travels in how many ways? Yes, in 3 ways. Excellent. I know. If it had been sitting in sunlight, and sunlight is what? I would know it was heated through definitely radiation. I'm gonna write R for radiation. But it was in the shade. Well, there is also convection. What is convection? Look at your paper and tell me what is convection. So convection, if it's going through gas or liquid. All right, yeah, but that only happens within gas or liquid. Yes, my phone is solid. So Abdullah, then it must have been the third way. What is the third way? Yes, conduction. I'm gonna write C, D for conduction, okay? But that only happens when 2 things they must be touching. Yes, excellent. I'm gonna write T for touching each other. My phone was sitting by itself. Where? On top of my laptop. In that case, heat traveled into your phone through, yes, conduction, definitely, because the laptop is solid and your phone is solid. So Rebecca asked, really? How does it do that? Heat moves, so Abdullah will tell her, heat moves from warm objects to cool objects. Yes, that's right, cool object. Your laptop was probably much warmer than your cell phone. So Rebecca realized maybe I'll leave it on my wooden desk from now on. Yes. All right, that was too easy. Now, look at the second page, 455. I want you to unscramble each word and write it in the boxes, all right? But you already have hints. So I'm gonna ask you the question. You are going to figure it out and then check for yourself by the answer key in your email. Yes. How heat moves from one end of solid to another. If heat moves through solid, so it is. Excellent. The topic of this lesson is too easy. Yeah. What heat does during convection or conduction? Let me tell you this one. It travels, or I can say it moves. But in this case, I will say it transfers, okay? So the first letter R, yes, completed. Now, how heat moves through a liquid. Yes, Heat moves from this source by convection and radiation. Now, who can move by convection and radiation? I'm gonna give you a hint. First, it warms up the air around it, and then it gives you the heat directly to your body. What is it? All right, now how heat travels through empty space. Empty space, what do you mean? Just like the sun. How heat travels from the sun to our bodies. Yes, excellent. Now unscramble the letters in the circles to form a word that is related to our lesson. And I'm gonna give you a hint. We use it to measure heat. How do we measure heat? By what? Yes, excellent girls. Now go to the next page. This is so much fun. Now, we know that a transfer of heat happens between objects, okay, of different temperatures. Definitely, it moves from the warmer object to the cooler object. I want you to draw an arrow between each pair of objects to show the direction heat would travel between them. Pause my video, do it on your own, later play it again, and then see your answer if it's correct or not. Okay, here you have a cup, hot cup full of coffee and a solid ice. So definitely heat will travel from the hot coffee to the cool ice. Yes, and this campfire will heat the air around it first by convection. Later, it will give you the heat directly to your body by radiation. So it is going this way. What about this one? Look at the spoon. From where the spoon gets the heat? Yes, it's taking the heat from the water, so the heat goes up, taking its time until the spoon is all hot and you cannot touch it again. Yes, excellent, my girls. Now, number 3, label each part of the drawing as an example of conduction, convection, or radiation. All right? Look at letter A. Letter A, you have the handle over here is connected to the ring. So two solid objects are connected together and it moves the heat from this handle to this iron piece. So what do I call it? Yes, conduction, because both are solid. Now, B, liquid water. If it's going around over here, the bottom, first it will be heated and then it will go up to the above part and it will heat up the above part. So if heat moves through liquid, we call it yes, convection. And the campfire over here moves the heat by first warming up the air around it, so it is convection, and or directly, see, directly through the pot by radiation. Excellent, girls, excellent. Now, let's label each of the following as example of conduction, convection, or radiation. What do you think of a hot water added to a bath? See? The magic word is liquid. Liquid, huh? Heat moves through liquid using what? Space heater. The word space. How heat moves through space using what? Or directly. Alright, over here. Iron on a piece of t-shirt. So solids, both are solids through what? What do I call it? Where's your paper? What about a cloth dryer? A cloth dryer, maybe it uses two ways. First, you have two solids, and then this dryer is using also the hot gas or the hot air. So you have solid and gas. So two ways to move heat. Oh, look at here, the sun. How sunlight through a window move heat. Sun, how does a sun gives you heat? Through space, yes. And what do I call it if heat moves through space? What about a sandwich press? Both are solid, so they are using. Excellent. Now let's go to the last page. Ooh, I see pizza. Yummy. In this pizza restaurant, heat is traveling in a different ways. Label the examples of conduction, convection, and radiation in the space provided. Okay, over here, what can you say? First, the burner is giving heat to the kettle. What is this movement from solid to solid? This is number one. It has the first one, from solid to solid. Then liquid will heat, the heat will move through liquid, okay? And all the water will be heated with a second way. What do I call it? Later, also, the water will heat up the air around it through what? Excellent. So I have two ways, solid to solid, liquid, and then gas. But the oven over here, first look at this pizza. When you put the pizza inside, so it's solid and it's on a solid surface. So you have one way of solid heat traveling, or heat traveling through solid, and later this fire is heating the air around it, so it's using, and then this heat coming from fire, it's directly coming to you through a, yes. And over here, this air, how this air is heated? One way. Later, lamp. Lamp is just like the example of fire. It can give you heat directly. If it's directly, what is it? Excellent. Hope you got it all. Please, my girls, if you really got it all, put a big star for yourself from me. Thank you for watching this. See you next time.